Well, today I'm gonna build some gauges for my truck because it seems like every time I go out, I just have my laptop sitting on the passenger seat, and it's kind of hard to look at the passenger seat when you're driving. You gotta take your eyes off the road a lot. So I'm just gonna. I got a few of these old laptops here I've had sitting around, I'm not using them. Just get them given to me when they don't work, and I fix them up. But I could use my HP tuners on that, and I could just build a good perfect gauge setup for myself with like my rail pressure and my timing and my duration and just temperatures and stuff like that, so I can really get I'd get every single gauge I need, and I wouldn't have to buy like a $600 module or something for my truck. So I was just playing around with some designs in cardboard, trying to figure out what I want. But what I do want is this screen to not wobble around on me at all when I'm driving. So I think I'm gonna have a piece of steel coming out of there like that, so it holds the screen in max open position so it doesn't really wobble. And then have these pieces underneath just folded around. Something like that. And I should be able to just use this bit of scrap I got here. It's a lid off the old welder, and maybe slam it in there like that. And cut it out, and then I only got to do like 2 bends. We'll see if it fits. Well, it's starting to put some bend on it. I just put it in my vise and beat on it with a hammer a little bit. I don't have any fancy tools there or anything, but it's getting there. It needs a little more bend, I think, but it's looking pretty close. I got this bent here. You can see it curves up and then around the screen again. So it's one with the piece of metal. It doesn't really wobble at all now, which is what I was trying to get away from. But now I'll try to bend the bottom up and around, and we'll see if we can make it work. Well, I got the start of something anyways. I don't know really what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with it here. But the laptop goes on there. It does sit on there pretty nice, and then and I'm not holding it in there, it just kind of stays in there and everything, but I don't know, it's pretty solid in there. But if I'm really rallying my truck, which I do sometimes, I think it needs some sort of like plates or something that come around. Maybe I can use some small bolts that have like some plates that slide in and out. I don't know. I'll keep messing with it here, see what I can figure out. Well, I changed my mind on how I was going to secure this thing down. I like to keep it simple, so I just drilled some holes in the bottom and put some zip ties on there. So it seems to sit in there really nice, doesn't move around at all. Now I just got to figure out how I'm gonna get it to sit in here. I got some light too, so we can see what's going on now. But it needs to sit here somewhere. It doesn't hit my gear shifter, and the passenger could still sit in there fine, and I'd be able to see it really easy, I think, hopefully. I can't really figure out anywhere else to put it. Can't really go here, it takes up all my windshield, and over here it's all like back here it'd hit my shifter and my knee and stuff, so it's gotta go here. That's all I can do, I guess. It's still usable. And then I think I was just gonna get some sort of bar, like maybe some angle iron that goes from there to over there, I'll just bolt it on there, and then I'll just build some sort of support that just comes straight up. It'd be hard to figure out the angle, but we'll see what we can do. Well, I got a little piece of steel bolted down there now. You can't see the bolts there underneath. It's just a piece of angle iron. But here's my tray, and it's gonna be about here. So now I just gotta hopefully find a way to get a piece of metal from there down to there in one go, hopefully. We'll see. Well, this is my first attempt at the angle piece. I just kind of eyeballed it all and then cut it and then tacked it on there. So I'll put it in the truck and see if it lines up. I'll probably have to give it a couple of tries, but we'll see. Well, I got it in here. I'm not too sure if I like it or not, but I'll give it a go for a couple days and we'll see if it's worth it to have it there or not. I just like to have all my gauges and logs and stuff like that all the time, and usually I have a laptop sitting over here on the passenger seat, but that's horrible to look at when you're driving. It's like worse than texting and driving. So lots of room over here for the passenger still. It's not going to get in their way at all. And I made it really simple, no moving parts, no hinges or anything like that, because the more hinges and adjustable parts and stuff you put in, then the more chance it's gonna like rock around and vibrate and stuff. Whereas this, it's like it doesn't really move at all unless I really rank on it. And so that's what I was going for. I wanted it to be just like hovering in the air. I don't want to see a bunch of weird brackets and stuff sticking out. But I got it welded on there, so I think I'm gonna put a bit of a gusset in here too, just because angle iron usually flexes when you put a bit of torque on it. So, oh, you can see it's a little bit warped from welding it, but that's okay, I'll bend it out. It sits there pretty nice though. I'm still gonna put the zip ties on here, right here or something, but that's okay. Yeah, I might as well put that gusset in while I'm here. It would suck to need to put one in after I finish painting it. A little bit of primer. Can't forget primer. Well, I threw some rocker guard on there. I thought it was funny. Look how old this stuff is. The label's all faded and stuff. It's been sitting in my toolbox for like 4 or 5 years maybe. So we'll see how it goes. So I think this is the gauge layout I'm going to use for just driving around day to day normally. It's got everything I need to see. The only reason it doesn't show the mile per gallon right now is because I wasn't logging that last time. Well, in this tune file that I have open right now. But see, I have my gauges, and then I can change it across to my charts too. I made everything nice and big and easy to see when I'm driving. So you can see it's really easy for me to see everything when I'm driving now. So that's all I needed. Total cost of project, nothing.